The air vibrated with a primal hum, a low thrumming, that resonated not from the alien monstrosity before him, but from the very armor encasing Batman. Plates of an impossible dark metal rippled with a faint internal light, shifting and adapting with every explosive movement. He wasn't just fighting, he was burning. Every strike landed with the force of a battering ram, every evasion a blur of motion that defied the eye. But beneath the raw power, a subtle tremor ran through the suit, and a faint flush rose on Bruce Wayne's exposed jawline. This wasn't just his suit, this was the Hellbat, a testament to an impossible collaboration, a desperate measure forged not just by one man's will, but by the united might and shared belief of the Justice League. Pause. We often imagine Batman as the ultimate lone wolf, the master strategist who builds everything himself, relying on no one. And in many ways, that's true. But there are threats so profound, so utterly overwhelming, that even the Dark Knight's unparalleled intellect and physical prowess aren't enough. For these moments, for those extreme-level threats that push beyond even the League's collective limits, the Hellbat was conceived. But its creation story is far richer, far more profound than a simple trip to the Batcave's workshop. This suit, arguably one of Batman's most formidable, was a unanimous vote of confidence, a shared act of creation by Earth's greatest heroes for their mortal champion. It began with a collective understanding, a quiet acknowledgement among the gods and superpowered beings that even Batman, for all his vulnerabilities, would stand against anything. And sometimes he would need the power of a god to do it. So, the Justice League pooled their expertise, their very essence, into crafting this singular instrument. The process itself was an epic undertaking, a fusion of power and precision unlike anything witnessed before. Imagine, if you will, the raw material for the Hellbat. It wasn't alloyed in a conventional foundry. No, the metal itself, a unique composition designed to withstand forces that would shatter lesser armors, was forged by Superman. Not in a crucible, but in the heart of a sun. Picture the Man of Steel standing amidst the furious nuclear fires of a star, his bare hands shaping and tempering the molten ore, imbuing it with unimaginable strength and resilience. A breathtaking display of power, guided by a deep respect for his human friend. Once the impossibly hot metal was formed, it needed shaping, not into simple plates, but into intricate, interlocking components that could move with liquid grace and incredible durability. This was the task of Green Lantern. With the focused willpower of his ring, he didn't just sculpt, he energized. He channeled pure emerald energy, manipulating the very atomic structure, weaving intricate circuits into the metal itself, ensuring the suit would be perfectly responsive, its internal systems humming with boundless power. It was an act of architectural will, on a scale only a lantern could achieve. Then came the refinement of its movement, its speed. The Flash, a man whose very existence is defined by velocity, took the nascent suit on impossible trials. He pushed it beyond Mach numbers, testing its aerodynamics, its resistance to friction, its ability to move and respond at speeds that defy human comprehension. He fine-tuned the suit's kinetic energy dampeners, ensuring Batman wouldn't simply be disintegrated by the sheer G-forces generated, transforming theoretical potential into practical, devastating speed. Each blur of red was a step closer to perfection. After the intense forging and the kinetic trials, the metal needed a final critical tempering. It needed to be cooled, and not just in any water. Aquaman took the still glowing, radiating components to the deepest, coldest abysses of the ocean. There, under crushing pressures and in absolute darkness, the superheated metal was plunged into the frigid depths, creating a singular molecular structure, hardening it to an almost indestructible degree. It was a baptism of fire and ice, a final blessing from the King of the Seven Seas, ensuring the suit's integrity against any pressure, any impact. Finally, the complex internal systems, the very brain and nervous system of the armor, were integrated by Cyborg. He meticulously wove together advanced alien tech, apocalyptian interfaces, and unique battering protocols, creating a seamless, intuitive control system. He built the suit's adaptive weaponry, its energy output management, its environmental controls, all designed to augment Batman's already formidable capabilities to an unimaginable degree. It was a masterpiece of cybernetic engineering, ensuring that while the suit was powerful, it remained an extension of Batman's will, not a burden. Pause. The Hellbat was not just a suit of armor. It was a physical manifestation of the Justice League's trust and respect for Batman. They knew he wouldn't shy away from threats, even those that seemed suicidal. So they gave him the means to fight them, a suit forged from their collective strength. But this immense power came at a cost, a profound one. The Hellbat wasn't powered by an external source. It fed on Batman's own metabolism. It drew directly from his life force, from his very physical being to sustain its incredible capabilities. Each use was a draining experience, a literal sacrifice of his vitality. This sacrifice, this shared burden, highlights the unique place Batman holds within the Justice League. He is their anchor, their conscience, the one who reminds them of their humanity. And in return, they armed him with the power of gods, allowing him to stand unflinching against the greatest evils, even if it meant literally burning himself out to do so. The Hellbat is a powerful reminder that even the most solitary hero has a team, a family, who will stand with him, even in the act of creating his ultimate weapon. It's a story of profound respect, of mutual understanding, and of the incredible lengths heroes will go to protect a world they cherish. What are your thoughts on the Hellbat's unique origin? Does this collaborative effort change how you view Batman or the Justice League? Share your insights in the comments below. If you enjoyed this dive into the lore, consider subscribing or following for more thoughtful explorations of your favorite characters and stories. Until next time, stay curious and keep believing in the extraordinary.